Hello! We have finished studying projects that are different in nature and now start studying common tools and skills for all types of projects. And today we are going to talk about stakeholders. No, they are not steak tons. They are not special people who hold cuts of meat for you. And they are not even shareholders of the company you work for. In project management, a stakeholder is a person or group of people who either influence the fate of your project or the project has a significant impact on the fate of those persons. Believe or not, research shows that 95% of project success depends on the influence and behavior of others. This means that without consciously managing your stakeholders, you will almost certainly not be able to lead your project of any type to success. Stakeholders can have different power of influence the fate of your project. It is also called the impact. In addition, not all stakeholders are interested in the success of your project. It has the opponents as well. You can draw a big picture of the project stakeholders and divide it into 4 large categories. High power interested people, high power less interested people, low power interested people, and finally low power less interested people. In this system of coordinates, you enter the names or positions of people whom you consider as stakeholders. Of course, there are no reference instruments to measure power and interest by particular stakeholder, but you can compare stakeholders in pairs and evaluate these characteristics relative to each other. It is most convenient to make such a matrix using a flip chart or corkboard and stickers, or in Microsoft PowerPoint, for example. The main thing is to be able to move picture with stakeholders along the coordinate axis. The big picture can and should change over time. After you have written all the names, you need to identify what roles others people play in your project and what you could to do about it. Let's look first at the strong power and interest in success corner. Those stakeholders are sometimes referred to as godfathers. Most often, they are the initiator or sponsor of your project. Their power is enough to start a project, finance it, and they are sufficiently interested in success. And our task is not to lose their supportive interest in the project. And interest will fade away. There are costs, but no result yet. Therefore, you need to use every opportunity to express your respect to the Godfather.
Now you come to me and you say, Don Corleone, and give me justice. But you don't ask with respect.
You should demonstrate intermediate results, the achievements gained in the intermediate milestones. Express your respect through reports and other project quick wins. The opposite of godfathers is Salieri, evil geniuses. In the companies, they are most likely the resource owners. Money, people, facilities, that was never going to be enough, and they needed to fulfill their direct, functional duties. For this reason, they wishing your project a failure. We should be wary of them. It means to know the reason why they are against the project. Try to give something that will calm their temper or even take them to our side. And of course, have the plan B.
Never mind, because we're going to plan B.
Escalate to Godfather in a timely manner and to ask for resource conflict solution. Guerrillas or partisans are in the corner with low power and desire to project fail. Most likely, These are users of your project deliverables, or rather the skeptical majority of those users. Unfortunately, not everyone is happy about the changes and progress. Ask the 5G tower engineers in Europe.
This is just one of over a dozen fires targeting 5G towers.
Guerrillas need to sell a project idea and be able to overcome resistance to change. We are going to have a separate lesson of this topic. And finally, the Good Samaritans. Ideally, that is your team and the most loyal users, so-called early adopters. Inspire and motivate them to do a good job. Our lesson has come to an end. Stay tuned for the new meetings.